had to tell him where I came from to give people hope that, wow, that's where he came from? He came from all these fucked up obstacles and now he's there? I want to give people that kind of hope. So that's why it was tough. Because to give people hope, I had to take myself to the sewer to show people, hey, I come from hell. I come from hell. And a lot of it I created, not just society. Yeah, society helped me out, but I created a lot of the hell that I had to go through. I made this picture out to be a lot worse than what it was. It was bad, but I made it out to be, insurmountable. So yeah, we can be our worst enemy.
Why is the truth so important?
You know what? Because first of all, it does set you free mentally, and it gives you a starting point. You have to have the truth to have a starting point. So when you, if I'm lying to you about who I am, or I'm lying to you about whatever, there's no starting point. There's a false reality.
Right.
You have to create the real reality. So that's what I call my accountability mirror in my book. That's the real reality. Where the fuck am I gonna start from? So for me, I was lying to this, lying about that. So I had no starting point. Once you come face to face with who you are, you have a starting point. All right, I'm not real smart. I have no courage. I have no self-esteem. I have no nothing. Nothing. That's my starting point. Now we can move from there. But if I tell myself I'm strong, I have courage, I'm smart, and all these are lies, you continuously push that starting point backwards. Right? So that starting point is the truth. The no fucking bullshit truth that only you can tell yourself. So it's the starting point. The truth's the starting point. To be at the point of your life where you don't care about being judged. You can be in a room of 1 million people and they all hate you, and you walk in and you go like this.
Have you just got here?
Yes.
Yeah.
We had some other obligations.
Of course, obligations. Yeah. Do you like doing the interviews still? Or?
No.
No?
I never did like them.
No?
No.
No. Oh, hopefully this one will be good for you.
Oh, they're all good. People get something out of them, that's great.
Yeah, yeah. Is there anything you particularly don't want to talk about?
No, I am, that's the best thing about me, man. I'm open book.
Yeah.
Wherever the podcast goes is it's good enough for me. We've sold 1 million copies of our book in 7 months.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it, thank you. We were #2 behind Michelle Obama for 12 weeks. Did they say all this?
Yeah.
But the audio book is something that we're pushing hard, especially in the UK, because it's easier.
Yeah.
And we've sold over 650,000 audiobooks.
Wow.
The reason why is because it's the first time anybody's ever done the audiobook the way we did it.
Yeah, I listened. As soon as it came out, I listened. So
okay.
The sort of,
so you understand how we did
concept.
it. Right.
Part podcast, part
radio show, part reading the whole book. So yeah.
And are you quite heavily involved with the chap who did it with you? You still work with him? Was it just a one-off?
It was just a one-off.
Yeah.
So trying to find the right ghostwriter is very hard.
Yeah.
But it's not the ghostwriter; it's you finding your voice.
Yeah.
So I had to find my voice. So I actually wrote 3 of the chapters.
Right.
So when you give someone the chapters, then they can read it in your voice and okay, I get it.
Yeah.
So it wasn't the ghostwriter's fault to begin with, like the ones I didn't hire.
Yeah.
It was my fault.
Yeah.
So.
And was there a reason you didn't write it yourself?
I was, I'm not a writer, even though I write all my blogs and all my posts and stuff like that, but I want to make sure that it was done. So 99% was me.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that it was professional. So you want to put that nice little touch in the end of it.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to spend this much time putting the product out there, I want to make sure, since I self-published it, I want to make sure that it was done right. We're all, a lot of us are going through a hard time in life. Some people have been bullied. Some people are just stressed out. Some people are insecure. Some people are fat and overweight. And the world puts a lot of this shit in your mind. It's not just you. Yeah, you help it. And my whole thing is about, I had to develop a mindset that was indestructible. I had to armor plate my mind. And it's about what you're saying to yourself, but it also comes with work. So whenever I was getting beat down, physically, mentally, spiritually, whatever I was going through, just saying, I would put, you can't hurt me. Can't hurt me just became a message, I would say to myself. And that's just kind of where it comes from.
What I find so interesting is your concept of the governor, that basically, I have the chills, that an expert is somebody who's going to tell you what your limits are, rather than the person that's out there practicing getting you beyond the limits. So what is the governor and how do we strip it out of our lives?
I believe that most human beings are only living at about 40% of their capability. So the mind has a governor, like a car. If you're driving a car and the car has a governor on it, the car may say 130 miles an hour, but the governor's set for 91. Once that governor sets in, you get to 91, that car starts doing this. The car wants to go. The car wants to go, but that fucking factory said, we're not going past 91. We have a factory, a nice governor in our brain, and it's a survival mechanism. It protects us from pain and suffering. The second we feel that shit, our mind says, oh no, this isn't fun. We should back off. We should sit down, find something more comfortable. And there's something about the mind. The mind has the tactical advantage over you at all times. At all times of your life, the mind has a tactical advantage over you. Why is that? It knows what you're afraid of. It knows your insecurities. It knows your deep, dark lies. And it starts to push you away from that shit. It pushes you in a direction that is comfortable. The mind controls everything. I want to be uncommon amongst uncommon people. I wanted to be the guy, I don't care if you fucking like me, I don't care if you don't understand me, I didn't give a fuck. Once I went through this fucking journey, this path of life, you ain't got, and there's a whole bunch of fucking guys that don't fucking like me. I don't give a fuck. I'm a warrior, period. There's a lot of guys that have been in a lot more combat than me. A warrior's not always that. A warrior's a motherfucker who says, hey, I'm here again today. I'm here again tomorrow. I'm gonna be here the next day. I'm 50 years old, I'm still fucking getting after it. It's a person that puts no fucking limit on what's possible. And that's what got me in trouble a lot. And that's why I went to Ranger School as a SEAL. That's why I tried to go to Delta Force twice. I've been through all these different training programs because I was looking for, in the military, what I saw is, in the training, these people get their ass handed to them. After they get out, a lot of them get civilized. I always wanted to go back into training. No matter where I was at, I wanted to go back to war. And the war was in that training program where you see guys who can quit, guys who are brutal, guys who are suffering, guys who are, so as a SEAL, you don't volunteer for Ranger School. I did. I put in 7 chits, got turned down, my 8th got accepted. I went at 28, 29 years old. And they go, why did you go? Because I started becoming civilized. I started becoming complacent. I needed to get my fucking ass kicked again. And when you go as a SEAL going down to, you have no rank in Ranger School, you could be a major. You're just fucking Joe Brown. You're nobody. And you're not eating, you're not sleeping. So I always would I would immerse myself in shit like that. Even I would climb the ladder and I'd intentionally fall back down that motherfucker to say, all right, man, getting soft, dude. Getting soft. Kick your fucking ass again. And it's kind of the process.
Did you find resistance from that amongst other guys that didn't like that you were making them uncomfortable? Because that is something that there's a natural instinct that people have when someone's working harder than them to somehow or another diminish that person.
Well, I know that a lot of guys don't like me for a lot of reasons. And I realize that. I am a guy that doesn't care if you like me or not. And when you're an alpha male and you're against other alpha males, and we eat our own. Alpha males eat their own. And I love that shit. Let's fucking go, man. I want to eat. Hey, man, I'm all about that kind of mentality. But I would sometimes take it to another level. I wasn't part of a good old boy network. I didn't want to be I wanted to be David fucking Goggins. For too long in my life, and it got me in trouble. For too long in my life, I wanted to be accepted. Growing up, I lied. I fucking did what I could. If you fucking like UFC and I didn't, I love it. I love it, man. Let's go fucking watch it, man. Be my friend. Be my buddy. That fucking weak ass shit. I found out through this path of life, who is David Goggins? Who am I? So going through I did it alone. There was no fucking trophy on the fucking wall on the mantle. That trophy's in my fucking brain. No one helped me get there. Nobody paid my fucking bills. No one did shit for me. No one ran those fucking miles, lost that fucking weight. Look, I suffered on my own and developed this man who said, it's who I am, man.